The tables have turned and all eyes are on Mohbad's wife. Did Wunmi really have a hand in the death of her husband, Mohbad? Did Mohbad's wife have a hand in his death? Or is Mohbad's father just pointing fingers at an innocent woman? In a recent exclusive interview, Mohbad's father exposes shocking details about Wunmi, his late son's wife, while expressing the reasons he hates her and believes that she has a hand in the death of his son, Mohbad. For those of you who are new to this story, let's just do a quick recap. You could also check out previous video we've made on this topic. Young Nigerian singer Mohbad died in September of 2023 under a very mysterious circumstances that gave rise to a lot of conspiracy as to who was behind his death. Even after the police investigation concluded that he died as a direct cause of an anti-tetanus injection that was administered to him by a quack nurse, many people still believe that his death was much more than just an injection. And one of many people is the late singer's father. The last time we talked about this story, we mentioned all the people that the police are suspecting, all the 5 suspects mentioned by the police as people who will directly face trial in court in connection to the death of the singer, Mohbad. We mentioned Prime Boy, who was Mohbad's friend that engaged in a fight. We also talked about the nurse, who was also mentioned, and another of Mohbad's friend who called the nurse. So those 3 are the ones who will be directly tried in connection to Mohbad's death, while Naira Marley and Sammy Larry are being treated separately, not in connection to Mohbad's death, but in connection to the maltreatment and mistreatment of the young boy while he was in the Malian's record. And we thought it ended there, or at least we thought it has been narrowed down to a few people, and it's just left for the courts to render their judgment whether or not any of these people would be found guilty. Apparently, this case is far from over. It's now even getting on a personal level, making it more complicated than it should ever be, in my opinion. After a coroner's inquest was made and the entire Mohbad's family, including the wife, father, mother, and every other suspect were involved, a lot of things were revealed in the courts. So many things, but we're not going to get into those details here. However, Mohbad's father seemed to be the one very vocal about his late son's wife's involvement in the life of his son. He is the one literally dragging this woman across concrete floors, exposing intimate details that he is aware of between his late son Mohbad and his wife Wunmi. In an exclusive interview that is going viral right now, Mohbad's father revealed a whole lot, some of which was said he repeated during the coroner's inquest. I'm going to play the interview tape for you in a moment. It's audio and it appears to have been censored. Mohbad's father was asked a lot of things and he gave answers to these questions. Some of these questions a lot of you have been meaning to also find answers to. From how Mohbad's wife cheated on him, to where Mohbad's phone is, and also to the legitimacy of Mohbad's marriage to Wunmi. Amongst other things, and most surprisingly, he commented on the white clothes that Wunmi threw into the grave of Mohbad during his initial burial. I remember a lot of people asking me about that white clothes and what it meant at the time. I never really understood what it was. A lot of people had so many conspiracy theories. A lot of people were worried about it. They thought it was fishy and sketchy. And in this interview, Mohbad's father was asked about the white clothes, and he did give an answer that I think is very shocking. So listen to the interview, then we'll talk.
These people, I'm saying it now, I'm still repeating it, they inherited the whole thing that this guy have. I'm a carpenter. I deal with the people used to give me contract of say, okay, build this house, build this. My son did not see me in that way. He can prefer to give to his in-laws that maybe that one is a police officer, and he gave me to go and buy land, do this, do that. So all what is happened is beyond natural. That's the reason why I hate her. And I made mention something on the 3 days ago on the court that whenever this girl want to go and fuck around, he will add something to Indomie to cook for my son and slept up. And from there, we enter another person's room in that Malian house to fuck another person. And it was later, sleep with someone there. It was later that person that you go and meet, his now girlfriend now meet her there. That's the person that revealed that secret to Mo. And Mo told me, you know, I cannot even tell him that you go and scare your wife away so that you can still manage it. but I know this is beyond natural. That's why there's a day that I decided, okay, I will take you out of this place. When I take him out of the place, I now say, okay, you follow me to Ikorodu, and he follow me. Could you believe the second day is the one that even tests that girl, the address of where I put him, and I know this is beyond my power. I try my best. So the character of that girl make me to hate her. Hello? Are you clear now?
Sir, thank you for
Hello?
answering.
So
You are
that's
loud
really
and
what I
clear,
can hear
sir.
you now. It's okay. Yeah. Any
Thank
other
you, sir.
question?
The other
Yeah.
question says, what about Mohbad's phone? Is he under police custody for investigation?
It's in the mortuary now at Yaba.
Phone.
Okay, phone. You mean phone?
Yes, phone.
Hello?
Yes, phone.
Okay, his phone. His phone. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be with the police now. They collect from Wunmi now to police people to handle it.
Okay.
Hello?
Last comment section before speak. There is a problem that most of us are trying to understand, which is Wunmi and Mohbad married legally or traditionally?
They marry traditionally. Even the day they just call me, they say they want to do an introduction. Could you believe it is only me and one of my sisters that attend the marriage? Because it's not really marriage. I call it introduction. That is my aim. But I was too shocked. On the day that I met there, they said they want to do engagement, traditional engagement. But I met a lot of people when I reached the event center. And could you believe, on our way going, we carry the DJ that's going to perform there. Before we reach there, we meet another DJ. See, because this girl is the one that controls the whole money. So he arranged a lot of people drinking. I will now ask myself, is it not introduction that you want to come and do here? They now turn it to engagement. Fine. I was there. So they just do a traditional engagement. So that's it.
Okay, Baba, African TV. Baba, question here
Yes,
is a
sir.
very legal question. Question here is very legal. Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wà very precise. Did you or Mohbad, did you guys pay dowry to Wunmi's family in a Yoruba?
Yes.
You know Yoruba. You know when there is a wedding, different from knocking on the door. Mommy mwe is different from marriage. Did your family pay dowry to Wunmi's mother or father for marriage?
Yes.
So you guys paid.
We paid.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that means they are traditionally married. That means they are traditionally married.
Yeah, they're
I need
traditional
to clear that.
Yes.
Okay, Baba, when you're talking, because of the social media, please don't use words like hate. Don't use those words like you hate or anything that is. Yeah, try to be diplomatic. Okay, maybe we take two more questions. We take two more questions and then we can let him go. Please. Two more questions.
That means there is something he has skeleton in combo that is hiding. So I don't know what make us scared. I don't know. I myself am expecting something like that, which is going to be under most. We must do it.
Okay, sir.
Over
Thank you very much.
my son, my grandson. Yeah.
Okay, sir. The second question is that, sir, what about the CCTV, sir? What happened to the CCTV?
The CCTV. I was surprised when they said the CCTV is not working. You know, I'm not living with them. If their own is not working, what about the person that is beside the right and the left and the street? They can tap from those ones. If they want real justice, which people are crying, okay, what about the street? They will know how they pass. They are living in a very well-okay place at estate in Highland there. If their own is not working, what about the right and the left? I'm sure those ones will be working outside, except they cannot even see what is happening inside, but they will see what is happening in the compound. But they want to carry him go. So that's the TV camera will dictate and it will tell us exactly what happened. They did not cover those things. So I don't know what is happened there. I don't know what is happened. I don't know whether they are hiding it or not. I don't know.
Okay,
So I
but
can't say
that's
much
enough.
about that.
One more question. One more question, then
No,
I'll
this is
round
for
up the
Mohbad.
questions.
Can I ask him a question?
Okay, sir, the last question. What about the white cloth Wunmi throw into the grave, Mohbad's grave, the white clothes?
That white cloth, I wasn't there, but I didn't know the interpretation of that cloth. But people that knows, they said that cloth means a lot. Let me just use this proverb, whether you will understand it. They said by giving that kind of a cloth, throw into that grave, means that I've clothed you. I've clothed you. Don't come and expose me. Can you hear that language? Now, I cover you with this cloth. Don't come and expose me. And I was covered also. So it says just the form of a proverb. That's how people interpret that thing. Because I wasn't on that line. I didn't know much. But people of Yoruba, they say, but if you are sure, and see how God works. And who knows that they're going to see remove him from that place? See how God was. So it was now coming out from that grave. That is why the secret of the devil, the secret of the people that put that cloth must be.
Baba.
Anything concerning Mohbad. And I didn't know the spirit that will just enter me. It will speak beyond what I'm thinking. It will express my feelings. So that clause means a lot. It is God that revealed the secret of the devil. That's it.
Okay, sir.
You know,
Sir,
in his audio,
did Mohbad add any baby outside? Did Mohbad add any other baby outside?
Which I'm not sure of. I don't know because they are saying it, but I didn't detect any.
Okay, thank you. That question is enough now. Let other people ask, please. Thank you.
Can I come in?
Hold on, boss, please. Mohbad's dad, please, I have just one question for you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you, sir.
Okay.
When you had the introduction for Mohbad, was Wunmi's father in any of this picture at all, please, sir? Do you know Wunmi's dad?
Yeah. Yes. I know him that very day. You know, I said earlier that we wanted to go and do introduction. What I mean by introduction, that would be the first time that we meet each other, to know each other. On that day, I met his father and we exchanged number. So I now realize that this is where I can explain my feelings to. If I have anything to complain, I have that number, and when I have something like that, I call this man that this is what is happened between these two people. I used a proverb then, said,
this interview was so heavy to listen to, and you could see how sincere this man was. He, to me, I think is telling the truth. For some weird reason, I don't think he's lying. I feel like all this happened, and I can sense or feel the bitterness in his heart. A lot of people have said that he is coming from a place of spite. He's coming from a place of anger, that this is a son that he raised all by himself as a poor man, as a poor struggling carpenter whose wife left him only for him to become a successful star. And rather than do things for the father, he is doing so much for his girlfriend and the girlfriend's family. Buying properties in their name, signing documents in their name. Literally, he felt that Wunmi's family and Wunmi herself had some kind of control over his son that he thought was not natural. Even when the son was alive, he had these feelings. He felt that his son was being controlled. He felt like some kind of juju had been used on his son. It's unfortunate that a lot of these accusations are so strong and they've been repeated on multiple occasions. But yet, Wunmi have not come out to address it or give her own side of the story. She is just fighting this legally, and hopefully when the case is settled legally, she most likely may speak out, or maybe she may not speak out. She has neither confirmed nor denied these claims and these rumors. And because of that, a lot of people are looking at her with one eye. A lot of people don't believe her. A lot of people are saying that she knows so much more about the death of Mohbad. Many people even believe that she had a hand in it and that it was all orchestrated by her to kill Mohbad. But the thing is, she's not the one on trial. The police did not find her wanting in the direct death of Mohbad. And I think this coroner inquest is just to see if there is anything sketchy socially among the family that may suggest that Mohbad's death was much more than just the injection. I don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know. We hear that Wunmi has a very good lawyer and the lawyer is very vocal and the lawyer is literally doing his job to defend this woman. But the accusation that Mohbad's father is spitting out is very strong, very damning. And even if Wunmi is able to legally escape this battle, I feel like society may not be kind to her. Many people will still look at her as someone who did have a hand in Mohbad's death. Clearly, obviously, she is going to gain so much. Clearly, she is married to Mohbad, and so a lot of his properties and everything that Mohbad had would go to her. And I can understand Mohbad's father's frustration. I can understand, having to train a child to the point where the child becomes successful, and it feels like the child is doing so much more for the family of his wife or girlfriend. At the same time, in Wunmi's defense, there are traces that she had been with Mohbad long before he became successful. Years before he became relevant. She had stood by him. They've been dating since they were really young, since they were teenagers, for almost 10 years. It's been said that she has been around. Obviously, it is hard to believe that she would want to use some kind of juju or charm to hold Mohbad for someone that she had been dating for this long. I don't believe so. It's hard for me to believe that she wants to use some kind of charm over him. She was with him when he had nothing. She was with him when he was just the son of a carpenter. So why then is it being made to look as though she used some kind of voodoo on him, to hold him, to trap him? Obviously, this is the love of his life. This is somebody that he grew up with. They kind of share a bond. And I can understand how this bond can interpret as unnatural or unusual. I can understand it. This is the one woman that he had loved from a very young age. Even if he is flirting or seeing other women, there is this comfort that you get from being with somebody you have loved for a very long time, especially somebody who stood by you when you had nothing. It's hard not to see it, honestly. I do understand Mohbad's father's side of the story and his concerns. At the same time, I see from Wunmi's angle, even though she hasn't spoken up for herself, even though she hasn't been as vocal as Mohbad's father, I do feel like when she's ready to speak, we may get clarity on these things. Hopefully so. Because it's easier to judge from one side of the story. But the truth is, there's usually two sides to the story. Sometimes three sides. Mohbad's father's side, Wunmi's side, and the truth. But my biggest question is, so what? Even if Wunmi did all these things, so what? How will it link or prove that she killed him directly when there is already a nurse taking that fall? I don't know how all this accusation will play out into interpreting that she killed him. Because what we are looking for is who killed Mohbad. And if we already have the nurse who injected him, the injection that killed him, why then are we still going after Wunmi? Why then are we still going after Mohbad's wife? Has the nurse said that she was sent by Mohbad's wife? I don't know. I feel like all of these details about Mohbad's wife and their personal, intimate love life and, sex life, whether or not she cheated, whether or not the son is Mohbad's own or not Mohbad's own, how does it play out into proving that she killed Mohbad? Because if it's not proving that she killed Mohbad, then what is the point of exposing her? Or what is the point of bringing all this to light? Because I honestly don't understand. I really hope Mohbad's father gets what he wants from all of this. If this is how justice for his son is going to look like to him, then so be it. I hope he gets what he wants. Because you can tell that he is very pained and very hurt. And I do feel for him. I honestly feel for everyone involved. I feel bad for the family, for his friends, even for his own son. I feel bad because this story is tearing families apart and destroying lives for the most part. I just pray they get over it. I just pray they find a way to settle, at least for the sake of Mohbad's son. Because whether they like it or not, Wunmi will always be connected to them just because of that little child. that Mohbad left behind. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about these theories and these conspiracies and these accusations. Do you think Mohbad's father is right to suspect Wunmi had a hand in Mohbad's death? Or do you think she's just been witch-hunted because she's a woman who got lucky to be loved by her husband? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you feel about this whole situation. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And you can turn on notification button so should there be any future updates, you'll be the first to get notified. Thank you guys for watching.